With the duck?
How does a duck know what direction south is? And how to tell his wife from all the other ducks? All right. Renegades! Renegade! Cool kids!
Fat belly, fat belly.
Cool kids, we're doing a video. We're going to talk about delicious, scrumdiddlyumptious, wonderful, and magnificent
Kitties.
Reaper miniatures. You're close. You're close. Reaper miniatures, yes. And striations in your Damascus steel. She gonna get you. Oh, everybody, there's a Central Illinois Numismatic Association coin show on November 10th at Northfield Center 1 in Springfield, Illinois, near Xochimilco.
Mexican place.
Yep. There are over 70 tables. And every time I go there at Seneca, you can tell, every time we go to that particular show, it seems like we do okay. You think?
Well, Springfield's a big city.
It's a big town, yeah.
A lot of people want to come. A lot of money in Springfield.
Yeah, I'm a fool for the city. Didn't the Simpsons come from Springfield?
Yeah, Springfield. But they say Springfield, Illinois was not the Springfield that they're talking about.
But they have Shelbyville in that show. Shelbyville.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, I thought
Springfield, Massachusetts was supposed to be.
Oh, I don't know. I think there's some.
That's why Simpsons and Family Guy are supposed to be neighbors.
Oh.
Because they're both in New England.
You might be on some. I don't know. But there's a nuclear power plant in Clinton, Illinois, which is pretty close to Springfield. And there's Shelbyville. Shelbyville south of Springfield. There's a Shelbyville there. It's got the biggest man-made lake, I think, in Illinois, off the Kaskaskia River. All right, cool kids, here we go. Yeah, the Army Corps of Engineers built that lake. We're going to look at the Waspnettle Lizardmen, and I want to ask you something because I mentioned it on a couple of videos. How do we feel about the name Waspnettle Lizardmen? Waspnettle Lizardmen.
Well, they don't look like a wasp. So.
Sure.
But they look like lizardmen.
Yes, definitely.
This one looks weird.
Well, we're going to get into that.
Down here in the corner.
Now, here's what we're going to do. On the back, I want you to read to the cool kids that delicious description of the Waspnettle Lizardmen.
The Waspnettle swamp is not to be traversed with impunity. This unforgiving swamp is dense with tangled thickets and thorny brambles that border wide meadows of sedge, cattails, and tall grasses. Hardy stands of swamp oak are prominent throughout the wetland. This is very much the domain of swamp-dwelling creatures. The dangers are many, and few are as unpredictable or cold-blooded as the Waspnettle Lizardmen. These reptilian predators fish and hunt using crude weapons made of stone and wood. They are indiscriminate carnivores. To them, meat is meat, but they relish the flesh of man, elf, dwarf, and especially halflings. Those crossing the path of lizardmen, hunters, may barter for their freedom, trading metal weapons and armor to these greedy, scaly-backed humanoids. Lizard folk are difficult to read at the best of times, and traders must choose their words carefully and come well armed, lest they find themselves spitted alive over a roaring fire.
All right. Now, how do you feel about, does that seem like the kind of lizardmen you've dealt with in your campaigns?
Yeah.
They're pretty much...
They wanted to eat us alive.
Yes. But you could work with them, right? Sometime.
Yeah, you fed them.
Yeah.
They don't care about it being cooked either.
Right. Quite right. Okay, and remember you had a Dragonborn you were playing? And it had to deal with some lizard folk? Mm-hmm. And it was kind of like that, wasn't it? It'd be like that sometimes.
Well, we ended up killing them.
Well, you had to, yes, of course. I mean,
can't deal with them trying to eat us.
No. Well, I mean, remember they got taken over by that demon or whatever it was. There was a demon involved, yeah. But initially they were working with you guys, kind of. You know, and anyway, the point is, they didn't care if you were a dragonborn. They were still going to eat you.
Yeah.
Because they're indiscriminate eaters. But my problem with this isn't the description of the Lizardmen. My problem with it is the dang Waspnettle name. Waspnettle. I don't know. It just seems.
I'm guessing it's a place.
No, well, I get that, but and it's describing a type of plant that stings you, and I get it. Waspnettle, I get it. I don't know. It just seems kind of cheesy. That's all I'm saying. All right.
So you just prefer them if they just said the Lizardmen?
I would. Or Lizardman
But
clan.
they wanted to add a difference to their Lizardmen.
I get it. I'm just saying, it's a little cheesy. It's not
Their
super.
Lizardmen are different from other Lizardmen.
All right, so these are the models.
not much.
Let's talk to them. Look at that model I just showed the cool
And
kids.
what's the name of that one? You got the box over there.
Oh dear God.
There's a name for all of them.
This one is the Sky Striker.
The Sky Striker.
Yeah, tell me about the Sky Striker.
Sky Striker. Okay, these minis, they have a lot of detail in them.
Yes, you noticed that.
Very detailed. Even the skin on their thighs are like they're like prickly, like bumpy.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I'm feeling a lizard in my hands.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? Do you like it?
That's
good?
nice. That's nice though. It's textured just like you expect them to do. String is this bow has no string in it, so I don't like that.
I mean, a lot of them don't.
Yeah, but you kind of lose the fact that he's got a bow in it.
I hear what you're saying. Yes.
He's just got a curved stick in his hand now. He doesn't have a bow.
Here, I'm going to show you another model from Games Workshop, so you can see that that's kind of the industry standard. It's very hard to create a string without it breaking.
Yeah. But some of them do.
Oh, some do.
I've seen minis that you have.
You're right.
That do.
Yeah, but generally speaking, they don't.
So I like the detail in the lizard itself, and it's got some weight to it.
Yeah.
So it's not like you see how. Oh, I was going to say, you see how it's not falling over.
Well, there's no base on it.
That it did.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a mini that you can sit here and.
Okay, let's check the scaling of the mini.
So it falls over every once in a while.
Right.
But it's.
Now this is against a human. True 28. So yeah. What do you think of that scaling?
Oh, he's a little more muscular and everything, so I would expect him to be bigger than that guy.
Yeah, so it's fine. All right, let's move on to the next one. Ooh, there you go. Oh, we'll show the cool kids.
In the name of this one?
Tell you what, you show the cool kids. Or tell me the name.
Let's just put the name right here. We got Clubber.
The Clubber. And he's walking up to the club like... Doo, 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 doo. Oh, and here's one thing I've been showing the cool kids. In the base, they put the name of the sculptor. And if it was Bones USA, they'd have put USA on it.
It says RMP.
I can't read this.
It's RMP.
Yeah, RMP is all it says. Right there.
RMP, which is Michael Proctor. It says models are sculpted by Gene Van Horn, but studio models painted by Michael Proctor.
There you go.
So Gene Van Horn is who sculpted these models, like just that one person.
Okay, you can tell these are not made out of Bone USA. These were made in China.
And Michael Proctor painted these,
right?
And that's why his.
Yeah, these are the paint jobs here. All right. Okay, and that's the Clubber.
This is the Clubber.
All right, you ready
I
for
like the detail in the club, in the nails, in the club. It kind of feels like there actually is sharp little pieces coming out of those nails.
Nice. Here's the Flinter. And again, yeah, good details, right?
Mm-hmm. You can tell like one person was sitting there taking his time with all this. It wasn't running through everything.
Right.
And you could tell it wasn't like machine just going.
So where would you rate the quality of these Lizardmen?
I'd give it I'd give it an 8.
Okay, good.
I think it's a solid 8.
Good. All right.
There's room for improvement,
Right.
but it's probably the better detailed ones I've ever seen.
Good. I agree with you. The details are definitely better. All right. This one is the Gigger.
What's the one with the sword? The Flinter was the sword guy.
This one's the Gigger.
The Gigger.
Yeah, and you'll notice
He's always giggling everywhere.
this is from like 3D printing kind of stuff.
Well, he's the one that does the gig.
Yeah, he's the Gigger.
Oh yeah, so this one you can tell was like a machine. The other ones I didn't notice that, but this one is. So you think, and it doesn't have the weight that the others do. So you think some pieces were modeled by
Could
hand
be.
and some were machine, or
I don't know. We'd have to ask.
because this one seems lighter than this one sitting next to it.
Yeah, that's the Gigger.
Yeah, this one's lighter too.
Yeah.
And look, both of them that we grabbed both have the little. This one's got a little edge on it too. So this one's, they're all machine. You can tell by the bottom of it.
Next up, we have.
These are a little lighter.
Yeah, this one's been.
These two are lighter.
These are. These seem like they're printed. This is the grayscale.
So how did they get those details in the 3D printing?
They must have really good, or they're maybe it's a combo. I don't know. It's
Maybe
different.
Yeah. Maybe the base and then they do the details later.
Right, and they might just be gluing this onto that.
Yeah.
All right.
The big
That one is my least favorite.
This one is the grayscale.
Yeah. And my problem with it is actually the scale. Funny, its name's grayscale. Because just because the Lizardman is the shaman doesn't mean he should be tiny and the size of a freaking halfling.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just way out of scale.
Well, he's supposed to be the old little fat one, the little guy.
Sure, but he's like half the size of the other one.
He's bossing them around. He's half
I mean,
the size
you could literally use this as a kobold. This could be a kobold. I don't know. I don't care for it. But that's the first one I haven't really liked. Okay, here's the creme de la creme.
The tyrant.
The tyrant. Let's show the tyrant to the cool kids. Now this is, again, you got these little frills, little filament looking pieces here. But the details are very crisp. Very nice. You almost feel like this could be resin, and it's not because it doesn't just break like resin would. So definitely a quality product.
Just got a little detail things
Yeah.
about it, but I do like most of the details. And
That's what I'm saying.
it's
Yeah.
just the little ends. That
Yeah, they got those little
Go
filament.
through and cut those
Yeah,
off.
you got there's some cleanup. Yeah, but it's not terrible cleanup on this one.
No.
The Knoll set had horrible cleanup. I won't even get into it. So yeah, I would say this set to me is a good bit better than the Knoll set.
Look how big the tyrant is.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a Lizard King, bro. It's supposed to be really big. The Lizard King, Tyrant, right? Get it? So the Lizard King is, of course, blessed by the demon. I forget the name of the demon that they worship. And that gives them special abilities, and they're really strong and powerful, and they're big. They're like the...
Blessed by Snotty.
Yeah, blessed by Snotty. All right. Okay, well, there you go. I would give that, what would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10? The whole set.
The whole set.
Whole set. If you were, and then we're going to talk, I'm going to ask you, what would you pay for something like this? What would you pay for something like this?
Okay, I'm going to go, I know I said an 8 earlier on that one. But
Yeah.
once I started noticing the little things on the bottom,
Yeah.
the little things that you got to clean up, I'm going on the 6. I think it's a 6.
Okay.
I think it's a 6
6. All
out
right.
of 10 overall.
Uh-huh.
Just because there's some cleanup that has to be done
Okay.
on those.
And that, yeah.
But the overall the details in the areas, those are big surprises.
Okay.
So if you didn't have any cleanup, I'd say it'd be an 8.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give it an 8, but with the caveat that you gotta keep in mind that this thing cost. Where's that piece of paper with the prices?
And on price, I would probably say $9.99.
Okay, that's where you're gonna hate this product then, because these minis cost $14 plus I had to pay shipping and tax, so we're gonna call it $16 for this pack of minis. Now, how do you feel about it?
Not as good.
Not as
I
good.
think it's $10. If you go to like one of the game shops or whatever, I can probably see it wouldn't be the $10 mini sets that they have in there.
Okay. All right.
Because I've seen metal ones
Yeah.
for that price, at 14 and 16.
Right. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's definitely a lot higher than the original Bones.
And I know it's just harder plastic,
It's a nicer plastic.
but I don't know if it's that much nicer.
I hear what you're saying. I do. I have reservations too. I'm gonna give it an 8 overall. It's probably the best set we've had so far on these pre-made sets. They raised the prices and they're a little pricey for my taste for what they are. Just a little pricey, a little on the pricey end. All right, cool kids. That's all we got on this one. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day. I want you to find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. If you really need some Lizardmen, you could do a lot worse than this, I would say. And there's some really cool poses in here. Yeah. You get everything you need for a wizard or a lizard lizard folk encounter. So that's a plus. Like, share, subscribe, all that jive if you enjoyed the content. If you hated it, let me know in the comments, and have an amazing day.